Hey, how you doing? Just here at this wonderful spot. It's called the Drinking Dinosaur. Check those seals out down there in the sea, swimming around on that beach. There's no people down there, it's hard to get down, that's why they're there. Anyway, just thought I'd record a bit more about leveraging success from, if you've had some success before in business, what to do to sort of leverage that and build on that and get even more success. I've done this recently, obviously, with my new e-commerce business, and I was thinking about how difficult that would have been to set up had I have not had my main business, and the fact that that business is up and running now, established 12 years, has given me that kind of comfort and cushion to go and start a new business. And without that, it would have been very difficult. If you think about what we mean by leveraging success, well, I did a video about 2 weeks ago on the 7 mental models that you need for success. They're like mental models that you can build and learn and then reuse throughout your life to get more and more things that you want out of life. And whether that's, I'll talk about mental models about communication skills. So if that's like negotiating, whether you're negotiating in your personal life, maybe with a romantic interest, or you might be negotiating on a business deal or price of a property or something like that. So those 7 mental models are reusable skills that you can develop throughout your life, and they'll keep rewarding you. So that's leverage, really. It's leveraging the skills that you learn over time. And then once you get some success, it's how do you leverage that? Well, I think about my own experience with just starting the e-commerce business recently. That I found that quite easy to set up because I had all the experience and knowledge about digital marketing that I'd gained through 12 years of running my main business. And things like my cousin's brilliant at organic SEO, so what she'd taught me there in terms of getting content to rank, because if I think about my main business, my tech business, most of our leads come via organic SEO, which happens to be the most powerful form of leverage. If you can get it to work, organic SEO is a hard skill to master, and it's took some time, it's took some years, but once you acquire that skill, it'll keep rewarding you through life. So every single project or every single business idea that I have from now on, I can reapply that same skill. The other things that I was able to leverage was actually the team. Once you get a really good team, you can start to leverage them again. So again, my cousin, marketing, we've got that. We've got skills in sort of software development and things like this, so we can quickly create solutions and put in marketing, good quality marketing, all the social media marketing, all the paid and organic search engine optimization, reaching new customers, quite easy. Things like newsletters. To the great book by Walker Dybel called Buy Then Build, and it's about, instead of starting up businesses, buying an existing business that already has some customers and then scaling it up. And what Walker Dybel says in that book is, when you first create your first startup, it's hard work, you know what I mean? You have to put a lot of time and effort into it. And you almost go through the walls, and it's almost like you have to learn that the hard way, all the pitfalls and, learning the experience and things. But then after you've been through that, you should never really have to start a business the same way again, because you've acquired skills. And what he's suggesting there is leveraging what you have. You've got some success, you could probably borrow against your business, or you've got access to funds, and you've also got access to a good team with various skills that you built up over years, to then take over another business and scale that one up, because you're already, you can bring your resources to the table to scale that next business. Now, I didn't do that with the e-commerce business because I created the products myself from scratch. It's the Journal for Goal Achievement, and we wrote those products. It was a passion project of mine. So I didn't need to buy an existing business with existing products because it was my own. But I used the same principles, all the skills that I'd learned, and the team and the experiences and all the resources that we already have. And if I was to do that from scratch, without having my main business in place, I don't think I would have been able to do it that easy. So this is the point. The point is, as you gather, you want to be building those reusable skills and experiences through life that you can then reapply to your next project, your next business, your next idea. And that's how you leverage success. The other thing is, obviously, you get more and more used to leveraging the right things. I just think when I first started my main business, I was leveraging my time for money as an individual, the lowest form of leverage. And then I moved to building a team where I was leveraging other people's time for money. And then now, we're leveraging software, IP, selling software licenses. So if you think about it, the best form of leverage is leveraging technology or leveraging the media. It's not leveraging your time for money. And that you might have to go through a few iterations in business to actually get there. It's very hard to get that. When we were starting out, I was a one-man band. It had to be me selling my time for money. And then even while we're building the software, something has to pay for it. So you have to leverage other people for money. You leverage a team, their time for money. But eventually, you want to move to something that's a bit more scalable. What's more scalable? Well, scalable products and services that you can scale with media and technology. You know what I mean? You can sell more units in the same amount of time. And also some repeatable residual income. So there you have it. Learn reusable skills. Go and check out the video that I did on the 7 mental models for success, because all those 7 mental models are like building reusable skills that will reward you through life. It's about lots on communication, skills on communication, whether that's your personal and professional life, right? Understanding things like the buyer-seller dynamic, right? Understanding how to leverage using media or technology. So things like sales and marketing. Great reusable skills like learning the difference between paid SEO, search engine optimization, and organic SEO, right? The difference between those two, and being able to use them both to reach a bigger audience through leveraging the media. And then if you've got software skills, or you can hire a software team and you've got a great idea, putting your ideas, what you do, rather than sort of selling your time for money, you want to, you create, what is software really? Well, it's a digital clone, more efficient way of doing a task that you could do manually yourself. So you're almost like digitizing the services that you provide into software that can, scale up much quicker than you as an individual. So if you think about what software does, if it's data manipulation or data management, our software, my main business, it's workflow management. You can manage thousands and thousands of tasks at once just through the click of a button, all automated. You could do all that manually, but it would take you a lot longer and cost a lot more money. So this is what leveraging technology is all about. So I've put some links down below. Go and have a look at the video on the 7 mental models for success. Also go and watch the video that I did on how to turn your passion into a profitable business. And I'm going to get back to enjoying this view. All right, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and see you all next time.